Imagine your money as a pyramid that you build from the ground up. At the bottom is basic safety that protects you from emergencies. In the middle is steady growth that quietly builds your wealth over time. At the very top is the fun, higher risk stuff that might win big but can also lose big. Most people are tempted to start at the top of the pyramid and chase hot investments. The smartest way, though, is to follow a clear order that makes your money safer and more powerful. In this video, I am going to walk you step by step through that order so you know exactly what to do next with every dollar you earn. Before we dive into the steps, remember to follow and subscribe to Money Mindset Daily so you don't miss future videos on building wealth the smart way. Let's start at the bottom of the pyramid with step 1, stabilize your basics and build a tiny cash cushion. Before you think about the stock market, make sure your financial life is not on fire, your rent or mortgage is paid, your lights stay on, you can afford food, transport, and other essentials. Once those are covered, create a very small emergency fund. This can be $1,000 to $2,000 or about 1 month of must-have expenses. Keep this money in a simple savings account. It is not there to make you rich. It is there so a flat tire, a broken phone, or a surprise bill does not push you straight onto a credit card. Step 2 is to grab every dollar of free money from your employer. If your job offers a retirement plan, check whether they match part of your contribution. For example, your employer might add 50 cents for every dollar you put in, up to 6% of your salary. If you earn $50,000 and contribute $3,000, they might drop in an extra $1,500 for free. That is a 50% return before the money even hits the market. You will not beat that anywhere else. At this stage, your goal is simple. Contribute just enough to get the full match, choose a basic diversified fund in that account, and let it run in the background. Step 3 is to attack high interest debt. Now that you are getting your employer match, your next job is to get rid of the biggest threat to your wealth, expensive consumer debt. This is usually credit cards with double-digit interest, payday loans, or high-rate personal loans. If your card charges 20% interest, paying it off is like earning a guaranteed 20% return. No safe investment can compete with that. While you keep contributing enough to keep your match, throw every extra dollar at this debt. You can use the debt avalanche where you pay off the highest interest rate first. Or you can use the debt snowball, where you pay the smallest balance first for quick wins. The math says avalanche is better, but the best method is the one you will actually stick with until the debt is gone. Step 4 is to build a full emergency fund. Once high interest debt is under control, go back to strengthening your safety net. Aim for 3 to 6 months of essential expenses saved in cash or a high-yield savings account. If your income is unstable, you are self-employed, or you have a family depending on you, lean toward the higher end of that range. This bigger emergency fund keeps life surprises from wrecking your plan. If you lose your job or face a large bill, you will not be forced to sell investments at a loss or run back to credit cards. This step may feel slow, but it buys you peace of mind and protects everything you build later. Step 5 is to load up your tax-advantaged retirement accounts. Now you have stability, your worst debt is handled, and you are protected by a solid cash cushion. This is where you focus on long-term wealth. Use every tax-advantaged account you can: 401k, 403b, IRA, Roth IRA, or your country's version of these. These accounts allow your money to grow with less tax drag, and some even lower your taxable income today. A strong goal is to save 15 to 20% of your income for retirement, including any employer match. Inside these accounts, keep things simple and boring. Choose broad, low-fee index funds or exchange-traded funds that cover the whole market. You do not need to beat the market. You just need to own it and stay invested for decades. Step 6 is to invest for medium-term goals in a regular brokerage account. Once retirement is on track, you can start investing for goals that are 5 or more years away but happen before retirement. This could be a house down payment, a child's education, starting a business, or a big life change you want to fund. Retirement accounts often have penalties for taking money out early, so these medium term goals usually belong in a normal investment account. In that account, follow the same basic rules. Use low fee, diversified funds. Take more stock risk for goals that are 10 or more years away. Shift toward more bonds and cash as the date gets closer so one bad year does not ruin your plan. Automate contributions each month so saving happens even when you're busy or tired. Step 7 sits at the very top of the pyramid: speculative or fun investments. This is where individual stocks, crypto, startups, and other high risk ideas live. You only come to this step after everything below it is in good shape. Your emergency fund is solid. Your high interest debt is gone. Your retirement and medium term investing are happening automatically. Even then, keep speculation to a small slice of your net worth, maybe 5 to 10% at most. Treat it like entertainment money. If it goes to zero, your long term life plan should not change at all. If it grows, that is a bonus, not your foundation. So here is the smartest order to invest your money from bottom to top. First, stabilize your life and build a small starter emergency fund. Second, grab every dollar of employer retirement match you can. Third, wipe out high interest debt as fast as possible. Fourth, build a full emergency fund of 3 to 6 months' expenses. Fifth, invest heavily in tax advantage retirement accounts with simple, low fee funds. Sixth, invest for medium term goals in a regular brokerage account. Seventh, only then use a small slice for speculative or high risk investments. If this breakdown helped you see your next step more clearly, tap like and be sure to follow and subscribe to Money Mindset Daily for more simple, step by step guides to building wealth the smart way.